Regardless of whether you believe vaccines work, which they do, or whether COVID is likely to be serious in any particular population about which we have different data, like regardless of all of those disagreements that some people have not using fact to come to conclusions, most everybody would agree if you have COVID, you should stay home, right? Like even people who don't want to get vaccinated mostly believe COVID exists, it's contagious, and you should stay home when you have COVID. Former Republican Congresswoman Michele Bachmann is now praising Sarah Palin for going out to restaurants when she was contagious and infected with COVID last week. So we're going to look at that. Just as a reminder, Sarah Palin was seen dining at a Manhattan restaurant, Elio's Italian restaurant in the Upper East Side. She had COVID at the time. You may remember that the timeline was, and now I want to make sure I have the timeline right. She tested positive for COVID. I believe it was January 23rd, Sunday the 23rd. She had been out to eat in New York on Saturday the 22nd. And then she was seen within the 5-day period during which you're not supposed to be out. She was seen in the middle of last week on Wednesday out dining at restaurants. We actually had that clip for you last week. We're just going to take a look at a little bit of it here with no audio. I'll describe what we're seeing. You see Sarah Palin sitting at a restaurant, one of these like indoor, indoor type scenarios. This also raised the question, this technically is outside, but a few days earlier, she had reportedly been indoors at this restaurant, and New York does require proof of vaccination to dine indoors. The question is she actually vaccinated, but she's been lying that she's not? Or did the restaurant just not check for the vaccination? Okay, whatever the case may be. So Michele Bachmann is interviewed on Fox News, and she says we should be commending Sarah Palin for being out with COVID. That's what she said. Take a look.
Has different reactions to it. But I think, honestly, Sarah Palin is to be commended because she's trying to act like a normal human being in the greatest city in America, New York City. She's going out to eat at a wonderful little boutique Italian restaurant. Has different reactions.
So that's the view. She should be commended for it. Now, I wonder, like prior to COVID, right, during flu season, if Michele Bachmann found out that a Republican was out with the flu eating at restaurants, would they say that's a great heroic thing to do? Wow, we should really commend her for being out with the flu. That's a really great thing. This is getting more and more stupid every day, and I don't think it's going to turn around soon. Some people said, well, this is Darwinism at its finest. It's really not, because Darwinism would be that this behavior kills off Palin before she's able to reproduce. She's got kids already. So unfortunately, it's not Darwinism. It might just spread the virus to other people at the restaurant who did nothing wrong. But now, I mean, it's gotten so backwards that they are now cheering people who go out with a highly contagious virus to restaurants. That's the rock bottom that we have now hit.